closer than a lot of people thought.
Well, it is a lot closer, and this is a good time to remind folks this is not over. Neither candidate has the 270. I want to thank you both, Michael and
Tại Dương tới 220 thì ông Trump đã có 244 và Clinton là 209. Chúng ta chút thời gian để nghỉ ngơi. Có thể là một giải trí nhỏ để chờ tới kết quả. Chúng ta thêm thông tin ở đây. Dịch thì không sát cho lắm, nhưng mà có thể hiểu được một chút ý nghĩa, ý của nó. Và nó có không thích coi thì có thể coi bản tiếng Anh, hiểu được tiếng Anh. Dạ. Nãy chó nó lại ngừ. Trump là cái nón màu đỏ. Tỷ số bây giờ là 244 nghiêng về ông Trump, Donald Trump. Donald Trump vừa thắng ở Alabama.
All right, Chuck, I gave you the best build-up I can. Now, dazzle me.
Let me go here. As you can see, we're getting very close here. If she does hang on in Nevada and she wins New Hampshire, and right now, I think Trump's likely to narrowly grab Wisconsin. Don't know yet. I think she ends up with Michigan. And look what happens. 269, 269. Now, this scenario does the following. It gives her CD2, and it gives him, in Nebraska, CD2 in Maine. My point is this. Both are close. Maine 2 and Nebraska 2.
269, 269, we'll be looking at recounts.
Believe it or not, we may have recounts in Maine 2, a recount in Nebraska 2. This is a very plausible scenario as this night is wearing on. Michigan and Wisconsin heading those directions is the most likely result.
Anybody else up for an all-nighter? We'll be back with more coverage in a moment.
Democratic night.
State. And just in, Trump projected to win the state of Georgia, a state Clinton had hoped to put blue. Trump also projected to win in the state of Iowa, the first state to hold caucuses, of course, earlier this year. And Trump can add Utah to his list of projected wins, overcoming a challenge from third-party candidate Evan McMullen. Hillary Clinton pinning her hopes now on races still too close to call, including the state of Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Nevada. And that's where we find Miguel Almaguer in Las Vegas. Miguel, what can you tell us?
Now, despite the fairly loud and upbeat music here at Nevada Democratic headquarters, I can tell you the mood here is anything but jubilant. This may be one of the largest gatherings for Democrats here in Nevada. They are cheering because it appears that their candidate running for U.S. Senate is in leading position here, but when they show the news of Hillary Clinton trailing Donald Trump, their crowd here has been fairly quiet. Again, they're cheering here at this moment because their candidate, Catherine Cortez, is in the lead here, but those are fairly small victories for the state here. This is, of course, a battleground state where they are definitely keeping a very close eye on the presidential campaign. The crowd here has actually thinned out quite a bit over the last hour or so. Outside of this convention hall, we've even seen some people here in tears, so we know the mood here, while still upbeat at times when their local candidates are winning. The big picture here, though, certainly in that presidential race in this critical swing state, they don't appear quietly as confident as they were just a short time ago, Chanel.
Miguel, I was just looking down at my notes here. I wrote earlier this morning there was a
Tổng thống đã nói ở đây là mọi người đang chơi nhạc và đang reo hò đằng sau để vừa ủng hộ cái kết quả của bang Nevada nghiêng về vì mà cái người đó bị bỏ rơi và hy vọng là nó sẽ trở thành tổng thống mới. 770 là 770 người Hispanic, người gốc Hispan.
The Democratic candidates in this state over the top and help turn Nevada into a blue state instead of the purple state that it's been over the last couple of elections here. That simply didn't seem to be the case. We know that Donald Trump had filed a lawsuit in Clark County here in Las Vegas to challenge some of the early voting that had taken place. The judge dismissed that order earlier today, so the voting didn't continue. We know the turnout here in terms of Latinos has been incredibly large over the last couple of days here, and they thought that may be enough to stem the tide here, making this purple state blue, but it appears it wasn't enough to swing the big vote here as they continue to watch the results pour in here, Chanel.
Well, we all knew Nevada was a notoriously difficult state to poll. Miguel Almaguer, thank you for joining us this evening. Joining me once again is Jennifer Lawless from American University. We're starting to hear the word tears from a lot of these watch parties.
We are. I think the Clinton campaign and the Clinton supporters are beginning to realize that the path to 270 is looking pretty bleak. And I can tell you from my own social media feed and my friends who are texting me and my students who have been posting on social media that everybody's in a pretty good state of shock.
Well, I'm getting, same thing. I'm getting a lot of questions.
Ý bà này nói là những cái chiến dịch của bà Clinton này để dương tới 2020 thì họ nghĩ là bà Clinton thắng, nhưng mà cuối cùng thì mọi người đã bị sốc khi mà thấy kết quả hiện đang như nhầm chung.
I don't know that Hillary Clinton will challenge it. If she wins, we know that it's going to be a very, very close election, and there are some states that are going to have races in margin. So my bet is probably.
And then here's another one. I think this was interesting. Republicans came home, so to speak. Democrats came home. What about independents? The thought is that they would go to Hillary. Did that just not happen?
It seems like it didn't happen. The bulk of them broke for Donald Trump, and I think that was somewhat unanticipated.
And why do you think that is?
Well, at the end of the day, a lot of those independents really are partisan leaners, and they wind up going home. In an anti-establishment kind of election, they were a little bit harder to poll and a little bit harder to predict, but they're Republicans.
There are a lot of words that are buzzing through my feeds right now. Supreme Court, social policy issues, global war on terrorism, Obamacare. These things clearly matter.
Bà đã nghĩ
Trump
là sẽ bị
presidency
disappoint,
lost
không có đồng tình.
unified Republican control in Congress is a problem for pro-choice advocates, pro-marriage equality advocates, pro-Obamacare advocates. I mean, the world will look like a different place.
Good discussion, and it will continue. I have a feeling all night long. Thank you, Jennifer
Dự án
Lawless.
gì dịch nghe đáng hiểu được.
One important validation at this